You're watching Pyro Media News.
Feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. You're on step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me.
If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
I just don't have the capacity to tiptoe around people's triggers.
What'd you say?
I just want to be in healthy.
You got to go back and say that part again. You said you don't have the capacity to do what?
To tiptoe around people's triggers. Because if you're constantly triggered just by my presence, by my typical conversation, if this is just who I am, then that's okay. We just might not are supposed to be friends in this capacity because we have differing personality types. And that's why I think like the sisterhood thing is great in theory, but if it's a A, B, C, and D personality, and B and D clash, like A and B get along, B and C get along, C and D get along, but there's going to be some clash when there's so many different personality types.
What is going on, everybody? Lottie Dottie. I hope you guys can hear me. Darius, can you hear me now?
I can.
And I can hear you, thank God. Sorry, you guys, we were a little late because we were trying to figure out what was going on. But yes, I can hear you perfectly. Yes, sir. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Pyro Power Hour. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the handsome, the melanin efficient, the national supervisor himself, Darius Lighty. What is going on, sir?
International, but thank you.
International.
Thank you, international. But I must say, your skin is always beautiful, but you are glowing.
Thank you. And I didn't do my full skincare regimen today, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, that's the blessings. That's the blessings of the Lord.
We thank God for it. We thank God for it every single day. What is going on, Dr. Ho? What is going on? Thank you for coming on in. Kings Reynolds is in the building. Thank you so much. See, this is why we can't have nice things, because here we go with Dr. Ho talking crap so early in the morning. He's joining me on the mess too. Ain't no trade over here, okay, honey?
Well, I have glowed after that. After the experience.
Okay,
like
and then you don't help the situation either. It's
I'm just keeping it real. I mean.
Anywho, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day on today. Want to welcome you guys on into the building. Welcome to Pyro Power Hour. If you are just tuning in, do me a quick favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm, and it does let people know that we are here, and some of us are queer. We appreciate you guys for coming on through. Let me go ahead and get this updated here, because I do it every single time. and not where is it? Am I wrong? Hold on. Anyway, as I'm getting this fixed or whatever, we want to go ahead and thank all of our mods. Shout out to Cupcake, who is still on vacation. We love you, girl. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Shout out to you, Queen. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. And shout out to Dr. Hope for holding down the building, even though he got a little cute today. He is glowing, honey, straight afterglow. You know, I'm sick of y'all. All y'all. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into what's happening.
But recognize the glow. I mean, it's
not that type of glow, though. It's not that type of glow.
I
appreciate you.
I wasn't the one that interjected that. Just for clarity, I was not the one that interjected that. I just said you glowing.
Yeah, but he is under the the missionary ministry, so you need to go handle him and let.
Well,
have a
maybe he saw something in the spirit realm that I didn't see. I don't know. This is why we can't have nice things. Anyway, moving on. Yes, maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he's projecting. That's what it probably is. Anywho, let's get into our announcements. You guys, our housekeeping announcements. As you guys know, you can donate to this platform by hitting up Cash App at Pyro Pyro Media. You could also, if you're feeling so inclined, send some love offerings to Darius and myself. You can do so at Kwame C86 and DLight08. So if we say anything that just touches your spirit on today, or if you're enjoying the program, definitely hit us up for all the hard work that we're doing. We love you, love you, love you. Shout out to our sister Mona. You can also hit her up at Ramona L. Atkins on Cash App as well. Let's go ahead and see Dr. Ho. He got trade, honey, on his skin. Okay, we're moving on. We got that church yesterday, y'all. And this is what y'all do on Monday morning. It's a mess. Anyway, we want to also shout out Pyro Media Network. Go ahead and make sure you guys are following Pyro Media Network on all social media platforms. And TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Lottie Dottie, everybody. Also, make sure that you guys are joining the hotspot. We had we want to shout out and send a special prayer over to Mona and her family. If you guys are not following her, you guys may not know that she had a death in the family, a very tragic death in her family. So that's why we had to cancel Pyro Power Hour last week, as well as Pyro Power Hour on Friday. So we just wanted to give her some time. This is YouTube. This is Twitch. This is social media. We actually have real lives out here, so we want to make sure that we are real lives. So real lives, there is. Real lives matter.
Real lives. Yes, it does. And so we want to make sure that we are giving self-care. We're giving honor to our time and our spirits, and just really giving time to make sure that our team, our Pyro team, or Team Pyro, as we like to call it, Darius, Mona, and myself, we want to make sure we're giving time to each other and just being there for each other. So sometimes we just have to let this go for a little bit, and it's okay because we have lives. But we're gonna see if we can do Pyro Cocktail Hour this week. If not with Mona, then myself and probably Darius, but we will let you guys know. So just keep Mona in prayer. We love her. We love you, sis, and we're here for you if you need anything. Dr. Holt. Realize. Get our best. Anyway,
thank y'all for putting that in the chat. That's real. That's real lives.
That's real talk. Real lives.
When you have a real life, when you don't, outside of YouTube, you're blessed.
We're not doing this anyway. Move on. We're gonna move on. So yeah, let's go ahead. We don't have any breaking news today because the breaking news that I saw, it wasn't that deep to me. So we're just gonna go ahead and move on. Praise Jesus. We're gonna go ahead and move on. So let's go ahead and get into what's happening on today. So first up, now this was really interesting to me. I don't know if Samuel was trying to be funny, but if you were, it wasn't that damn funny, okay? But as you guys know, or some of you guys know, I am have moved on to a plant-based diet or whatever. And so I'm more plant-based now. I don't eat meat except, I guess I'm more pescatarian, if you will, but I hate those labels and stuff like that, so I can say plant-based. But fish is all I pretty much eat at this point in time as far as meat goes. But there's this thing called flexitarian. It's a style of eating that encourages What does it say? Oh, there we go. It's a style of eating that encourages eating mostly plant-based foods while allowing meat and other animal products in moderation. Today is Flexitarian Day, celebrated on June 10th. It is a day for people everywhere to try the incredibly delicious world of plant-based foods. By adopting a flexitarian lifestyle, you can enjoy the best of both worlds, plants and meat, while continuing to eat the foods you love and discovering new, savory, and satisfying alternatives that leave you feeling like your best balanced self. Yeah. I don't know if you're trying to be cute, Samuel, but I got you, girl. Anywho, I don't understand that. Like, it just that doesn't sound like a plant-based diet to me. It just sounds like you're being like, a typical human by balancing your food, but with meats and vegetables. But whatever. I don't care. I'm not doing that. So I'm not knocking anybody that is that's still eating meat. This is just for me. Girl, my mama cooked a good pot of neck bones yesterday. Look, that's how always gets it. Okay, that's how always gets on me about my diet. It's hilarious. Anyway, let's move on into the birthday shout outs. As you guys know, we are still in Gemini season. So shout out to all of the Geminis out there. If you have noticed anything that's been weird or like bipolarism, it's probably because of the Gemini. Shout out to Geminis. We love you. We love y'all. Some of y'all. Y'all can have those leaves, girl. Don't be silence, girl. I'm sick of Dr. Ho. She getting on my nerve. Anyway, shout out to whose birthday? Oh yeah, Faith Evans. Today is Faith Evans' birthday. She was born June 10th, 1973, in Lakeland, Florida. Oh, I thought you were from New York. Okay, all right. Yeah, come on, Florida peeps. Shout out to y'all, Florida peeps. Y'all know who she is. I'm not gonna go through a whole bio on her, but y'all know who she is. She is a woman that needs not an introduction because she is just that girl. So shout out to Faith Evans, one of the queens of Bad Boy, back in the day when we liked Bad Boy. Let's move on. Because it's gonna get that whole situation is gonna get me triggered. But honorable mentions, we're gonna go ahead and shout out the one and only Faison. What's his name? Oh, I'm sorry, Frankie Faison. Frankie Faison was born June 10th, 1949, in Newport News, Virginia. As you guys know, he's an American actor known for his role as Deputy Commissioner Irvin Burrell in the HBO series The Wire, as Barney Matthews in the Hannibal Lecter franchise, and as Sugar Bates in the Cinemax series Banshee. So shout out to him. Happy birthday to him. And happy birthday to everybody that was born today on June 10th. Whew, that's quick. We ain't got no heavenly birthdays for Darius, so we're gonna keep it cute. Keep it cute and keep it moving. We're gonna go ahead and pay some bills real quick though. When we come back, we're gonna get into the rundown. When I'm glad we're cutting it early today for the beginning half of the intros because we have a lot to talk about today, and there's some stuff that I think deserves a little bit more time than others. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these to this commercial. When we come back, like I said, we're gonna get into the rundown. Stay tuned, stay blessed. We'll be right back on the other side of this commercial.
Elevate your entertainment with Watch Vim. Discover the ultimate online streaming destination. Get an auto-renewing monthly subscription for unlimited content on all devices. Join us in supporting a Black-owned streaming platform that brings top-tier entertainment. Let the streaming excitement begin at Watch Vim, your seamless experience for endless entertainment. Stream online or download the Watch Vim app now.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
Hey pilots, did you know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bulletin Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bulletin Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bulletin Flight Radio.
And we're black, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. If you're just tuning in, make sure you're hitting that like button, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate you, everybody. La-da-da-da. And if you have not done so already, make sure you guys are subscribing over there on Bulletin Flight Radio. You can head over to their website at bulletinflightradio.com, and you can listen to them on TuneIn. You can download it directly to your mobile app or any other devices there. And also check out Watch Vim. You go over to Watch Vim, check out all of the amazing black content that is out there for every community. La-da-da-da, everybody. What's going on? Cocktails with the treats. How you doing, Queen? Appreciate you. She says, good morning, Coffee, Darius, and chat. I made it in time for the Luxembourg Olympics. That's a good commercial, isn't it? What is going on? What's going on, Michaela? How you doing, Queen? Thank you so much for tuning
Michaela.
on. Yes. And thank you guys so much for those who are watching over on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. And also those who are watching on X, formerly known as Twitter. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some things here, y'all. We got some things to talk about. But before, hold on. There we go. All right. Before we get on through, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we shout out our good sis, Ramona, and her business, Succulent Eyes. You can go over to Succulent Eyes, and that's eyes with a Z.com to get your optical glam in order. And also remember that you can go ahead and check out their prescriptions. They're now accepting prescriptions for their glasses as well. So if you go ahead and you get your eye doctor and you want to get some really dope shades, you can go ahead and fill your prescription there as well with their optical glam that they have. Yes.
Do you know is she on Klarna?
I do not know if she's on Klarna. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't answer that question. But if she is, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know. That's actually a really good question because I know some people pay with Afterpay and Klarna and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll definitely ask her when I get a chance. All right, y'all. Let's get into the rundown. We got some new stuff going on to talk about. But before we do, I have a new segment that I want to introduce you guys. I've been talking about when new music drops. But over the weekend, we had a lot of new music drop over the weekend. And my big brother, is like a music connoisseur. Okay, so he loves music, specifically hip hop and R&B, but he listens to almost everything. But he knows the type of music that I enjoy. And so he hooked me up we have a new segment called New Jams. And so I wanted to throw out some new jams out here that you guys should check out. I talked about one of them on my TikTok. But one is called Timeless by Kate Trinata. I'm a huge fan of Kate Trinata. I love his music. I love that vibe. That's really kind of my go-to music. It's kind of lo-fi hip-hop and that type of like hip-hop dance / electronic sound. So I really enjoy Kate Trinata a lot. It's a good vibe. It was really chill. And I got to cleaning. I got to working out to his music. It's really dope. And driving down the coast, it is amazing listening to Kate Trinata. But also, who just dropped, I believe, yesterday or the day before, if I'm not mistaken, is Thames. If you guys are familiar with the Afro beat queen that is the Nigerian singer Thames, definitely check her out. The album is called Born in the Wild. I just finished listening to it last night. It is amazing. And I just love the vibe. So definitely check out those jams. Kate Trinata with Timeless and Thames was Born in the Wild, if you guys are interested in those. And again, we're not sponsored by any of these artists. I just love their music. So if you guys have any recommendations, go ahead and hit me up on the DMs in TikTok or on Instagram, and then I will go ahead and make sure that we talk about jams as well. Have you heard any new jams, Darius, or have you heard these albums?
Not albums. I actually just heard a song. I believe it was yesterday. I'm looking right now to see because I don't remember the name of it right on top. And I don't remember the name of the artist, but sometimes when I have to hear a song maybe a couple of times, it kind of resonates with me.
Right.
And I heard this song and I'm looking for it as we speak. But I'm trying to see where it's at. I don't know. I'll let you know. Oh, I found it. No, that's not it. Damn.
It's all good. Let us know on the next one. We'll add it to
I'll
the
let
new
you know when I
jams.
find it.
Yeah, if you guys have any songs that you guys want us to listen to, definitely let us know. I love it. Summertime, and I'm all about vibes and good chill vibes or whatever. So definitely let us know if there's any music that you guys want us to get into. All right, y'all. Let's get into this rundown. First up, if you guys remember this guy, he may look familiar if you guys watch Power. This is it Raymond? Yeah, Michael Rainey Jr., otherwise known as Tyreek from Power. Now, I have stopped watching Power after the actual series ended. When this mofo, his character, I'm not going to spoil it, but when he did what he did.
This new season, this first episode, baby, Tariq ain't playing.
I already like Ghost Jr. They keep calling him.
Tariq is really like his daddy's son, for real.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check it out. Now, somebody told me that I don't have to. I think my bestie told me that I don't have to watch all of the books in order to get this. But I do have. If I'm going to watch Ghost, the Tyreek series or the Tyreek spinoffs, then I need to watch the first book. Is that true? Or can I just watch?
I don't know, because to me, you have to watch it in order because there's so much you miss out on if you don't.
Okay. I'll do that. I don't mind doing that because I liked Power. I just needed a break after what happened at the end of the series finale. So it took a lot out of me.
Yeah, but, I love him in this, and of course I love Mary J. Blige coming back as Monet. So.
All right, I'll check it out for sure. I'll check it out. But this is not Power. Is not what we're going to be talking about today. So streamer Tyleel. So Tyleel is apparently he is a what do you call it? I guess a Twitch streamer. I don't know who he is until this time, but he was streaming and they were hanging out. Michael Rainey Jr., who plays Tyreek, was hanging out with them, as well as this girl, this other streamer, this other actress or actor, Chinese Kitty. I don't know who she is, whatever. But something happened that got the internet in a tizzy. I want you guys to take a look and watch closely what is happening with Michael Rainey Jr. As it was streaming. Take a look.
Everybody in here has worked a job, has more than $1 million. Y'all never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay.
Yeah.
They've never worked. You gotta think. They've never worked a job, but they go, "Oh, with us." Yo, anybody need water? No, we good. Yo, paper towels for them. Shut the fuck up.
So if you didn't see what happened, if you looked at the left hand side where Michael was, Tyleel, who is the streamer on the right hand side, that was talking with the white bandana, his sister was there and started groping and assaulting Michael Rainey Jr. And a lot of people are having frustration about this because it's like if that was a man doing that to a woman, there would be cops, there would be a whole upheaval and stuff like that. So it's like what is that about? And so I feel like
I got questions.
Yes, go ahead.
Because first of all, minus the kids, this looked like a scene for a Coco Dorm movie. I mean, it looked like they in a Patty Seal, baby. This about to go down. It's just giving that vibe. It's just giving that vibe like the Miss Coco Dorm college bitch,
It's about to be a moment. No,
it's like Tweaks Gone Wild.
It was weird. But Dr. Jose, honey, listen. But yeah, I feel like for me, we have to stop this whole double standard thing, because I feel like at the end of the day, if the situation was reversed, and like I said, if it was a man doing that to a woman, would that be okay? Would we see, would this be like Phil as it is? And I don't think it would be. I don't think, and a lot of people say, well, he was laughing, a lot of times guys in those situations.
But I got a question. Was the girl really groping him?
Yes.
And did he attempt to stop her? Say, hey.
He did. If you look in I can play it again, but if you look let me go back here. Hold on, let me put this up here. Hold on. There we go. Look on the right hand side.
Everybody has worked a job, has more than $1 million. Y'all never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have.
You see her going low?
Then y'all gotta get out there.
5 minutes, you do how much 5 minutes?
So that I have a problem with it. I have a problem with it. This was his response though, which was kind of, I'm not surprised because he's, he doesn't seem like he's the brightest tool in the shed any damn way.
Word of my mother, I'm trying to literally ignore this shit. But I'm getting texts, the energy shifted, and niggas just got up and left. Like, all that shit really made me, all those side of shit really made me feel away. Because when people come, this is your crib. It's about hospitality. That means everything. Stop telling me to ignore it, because when I was trying to ignore it, y'all dick riders was spamming it. That shit really got me really feeling away, because, bro, I be around celebrities all day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even when I first started being my first few celebrities, don't get me wrong, I do unusual shit. No homo, nothing crazy. I'll be like, yo, I be trying to record, get a video, a picture, whatever. But due time, you feel what I'm saying? That shit don't really mean nothing to you. We all equal, we all the same. But she never seen somebody that caliber, so she start, you feel what I'm saying? And that's my sister, so I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. I'm gonna just check and tell her you don't gotta be on it.
Okay, so that's my problem right there. Just because he's a celebrity doesn't absolve him from the right to have his autonomy and have his body safe. Just because he's a male does not absolve him from having a safe space or being in a safe space and his body, not being violated in that way. And I think that there's a pressure on dudes where there's a pressure on dudes, that especially black guys, where it's like, oh, well, she's a female, you should take that, and if he would have spazzed out, he would have, oh, he gay. And I don't think that matters. I don't care if it's a gay guy that's getting assaulted. I don't care if it's a straight man that's getting assaulted. I'm gonna come up behind him and be like, hey, they're being assaulted regardless. It doesn't matter.
Why were the kids in the video in the first place? Because it doesn't seem like this is something that was really appropriate.
No,
to be on.
I don't know. And this is what Michaela had said. She said, I understand what you're saying, and the internet was upset because they were doing inappropriate things around children. Now I hear that, but she kind of started all of that. All of those inappropriate things, like groping her and stuff like that, or groping him or whatever. At the end of the day, we can kind of go into all of that or whatever, but I feel like my problem that I saw in the comments of some of these blogs is that they were going after, you know, Tyreek, or I keep saying Tyreek, going after Michael Rainey Jr. because he is a dude and that she's a female and that he should have just like kind of like played it off. And the fact that he was laughing at the end of it because it was a nervous laugh for him. Because, well, what if he didn't like it? Why was he laughing?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably trying. You know, sometimes people do laugh when they're nervous, so they're trying to avoid certain other, you know, reactions. I mean, I'm a little more concerned about for this child to be exhibiting that kind of behavior. That this is probably more than likely happened before, which makes me wonder, where did she learn it? Because that's a learned behavior.
No, so the sister's not a child. The sister is according to what I saw, the sister is above. I think she's above 18. I think she was in her early 20s.
Early 20s, okay. Well, she is old. Well, she's still a child to me, but she is old enough to kind of, you know. But then again, if this is what goes on in these videos, and I mean, I'm looking at them not only who's in it, I'm looking at the mentality of the people on the video.
Yeah. That was my first clue. I was like, oh.
He is right there just justifying his sister's behavior.
Yeah.
So that tells me certain things about his mentality and probably those who were also in the video.
Right. Exactly. So, you know, I just don't want there to be a double standard. We can have conversation about, like, you know, women's rights. We can have conversation about, you know, FAing. We can have conversation about all of those different things. But we can't go hard on men when it comes to women and not go hard on women when it comes to men. That's all I'm saying. When it comes to
bottom line, to me, I mean, it might seem inappropriate to some, but bottom line, they're both grown adults. Even if it was unwelcome, he certainly didn't appear to take it as unwelcome. He didn't check her in that moment.
What was it? Well, that's not fair, because we say that about women who get frozen in fear and don't react and don't say anything.
He wasn't frozen.
Well, yeah, he was. If you saw him, he was like, what am I supposed to do? Like he was like, girl, like what? And you're in the middle of a live stream. You're in the middle, like you're a celebrity. That, like, what would have happened if he would have spazzed out on her? You know what I'm saying? He's in somebody else's home, and he left quickly too. He apparently it was reported that he left immediately after the situation happened or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I just don't think that, you know, nobody should keep your hands to yourself. Everybody likes that.
So now the internet want to blame the victim.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what's frustrating to me about it. But it's here nor there. Let's move on. If you guys have, let me know your thoughts. If you guys are watching on the replay, put it in the comments below. Let's move on to the next situation. Over here, Gabriel Union is happy and so proud of Dwayne Wade as he wins his first daytime Emmy as an executive producer of Dads for short form programming. So she posted this, which I thought was really, really adorable. But that's not what behooved me. What behooved me was, and also he posted, I believe he posted this or she posted, I can't remember what it was, but, you know, super proud of her man. Go girl, go do your thing. My problem is that when I look at these comments of the Shade Room, of Hollywood Unlocked, of like the Neighborhood Talk, all of these different blogs, and I look in the comments, there is a conservative, not conservative, but concerted effort to like bash and emasculate Dwayne Wade. And I don't understand why. They kept saying, "Oh, we're so proud that you're proud of your wife. You know, we're so proud that you know we're happy for you and your wife." Like, what are you saying? Like, what is the problem? Is it because that he went to bat for Zaya? Is it because that he is for LGBTQI rights? Is it because he is comfortable in his masculinity enough to have the conversations that need to be had within our community when it comes to LGBTQI plus rights? I don't know. Like, I don't understand what the valiant effort of y'all just attacking this man like in such a demasculating way. It really, really pisses me off. But what are your thoughts, Darius?
I think it's all the things that you just said. I mean, Dwayne Wade. First of all, there are people out there that really question his sexual preference. They think that his marriage is a beard. They think that his wife is a beard. But bottom line, whatever their situation is, that's their situation. I don't give a damn. He loved his child. He loved his daughter. His daughter, and he is standing behind his child, as any good parent would. And my thing is, mind the business that pays you. Dwayne Wade ain't sleeping with none of them people in the comments. He don't live with none of them people in the comments. He don't even know none of them hoes in the comments. So it's just like get over yourselves.
Say what your whole chest there is. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. That's all we got to say about that. We're going to move on. Congratulations, Dwayne, and continue doing what you're doing. And by the way, please give Dr. Holt a call. He needs to have a meeting with you in the missionary's office. Thank you so much. All right, moving on.
Hold on, Dr. Holt can't have no meetings unless I approve it. Well, we are an organization. We do things decent and in order. Okay. Well, Dr. Holt, I need that request to come across my desk, please.
Okay. Thank you so much. You can let me know when full new things drop. Oh my God. Anyway, it's time for Watch Out, y'all. Listen, Janet Jackson doesn't seem to be aging. Everybody's going up in arms about this recent picture she posted. I think that she's gorgeous. I think that she looks amazing. And I also believe that she's not aging. I don't know what it is, but the girl, the woman, the queen, the empress that is Janet Jackson is just beautiful. So we want to shout out her and give her some love and attention. So shout out to you, Janet Jackson.
I think Janet is real happy. I think like if you look at that, that's just happiness.
Yeah, happiness. She's not dealing with no BS. She's not worried about nothing. She's just doing what she got to do. And she's dancing. She's having fun. She's enjoying motherhood. She's enjoying a concert life. She's enjoying her fans. She's in her golden years of her celebrityism. And she is just a legend. She is just enjoying it. And she's just riding the wave until she's ready. She can't do it no more. So do your thing, girl, and continue to glow up. All right, y'all. That was Watch Out. Oh, I wish we could watch out for this heifer right here that's coming out. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Whew. Give me a minute. Let me breathe. Okay. So Amber Rose, you guys, we reported last week that she was all about Trump now. I don't know what the hell her problem is, but she reported, what she posted about Trump last week. That she is supporting him and endorsing him and all that stuff, whatever. Well, TMZ caught up with her and had a conversation with her regarding her thoughts on Trump and her thoughts on the backlash that's been going on regarding her love and endorsing for Trump. Take a look at what she said.
A lot of people were shocked with your, endorsement of Donald Trump. I mean, you're all about women's rights issues. I mean, what was the reason for the big change?
Is Donald Trump not for women's rights issues?
I mean, I guess a lot of people were
He's trying to make America great again. That's for women too, right?
That's true. I mean,
there you go.
I know. Does him getting convicted change the way you view him?
Not at all.
I mean, do you think it'll help his chances getting reelected or you'll hurt
I think it helps him more. I think it
helps
actually
him more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people see the injustice and what happened, and they want to vote for him more than ever.
I know. I wanted to ask you. So it seems like a lot of celebrities are kind of voting for Trump now. I mean, why do you think people are kind of changing their way of
I think we just did our research and we're just, we're not brainwashed anymore by the left. I can say that about myself. All these years I've been brainwashed and I'm not anymore.
So you think people are getting more educated about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I mean, do you think Donald Trump would approve of the slut walk?
That's no longer. I haven't did the slut walk since 2018, so I think that I could do something better for women than a slut walk. Okay. Although I was very passionate about the slut walk,
I loved it.
Donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to helping women get counseling for domestic violence and sexual assault and rape, and I'm still that person. I just don't think I need a slut walk for that.
I know. So what are you doing exactly now that
I'm doing a whole bunch of things, so stay tuned.
Okay. Darius,
She just made my head hurt.
You gave me gas. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is. Listen, I have conservative friends. I have people who have conservative principles, and we don't align politically on things. Yet we are still friends. We still come together on common things or whatever. However, comma, there is an existential crisis when it comes to Donald Trump, to this country, to the foundation of what this country was supposed to be built on, to the principles of what I fought for as a soldier, to the overall arching concerns that most people have when it comes to the divisiveness that is happening within this country. And it seems like we have people like her that get into a space, specifically celebrities, because the reporter was saying there's a lot of celebrities that are going over to Donald Trump because of whatever. I have a problem with this thing of like left versus right thing. It's like we're not looking at, and Darius, you mentioned it last week. There's a we really need to have a conversation about Project 2025. We really need to have a conversation and really educate ourselves about what's really going on, whether you have conservative principles or not, whether you have liberal principles or progressive principles or not. There needs to be a conversation about what could potentially happen if this man gets elected into the seat. And what's crazy is that it's looking more and more like it's going to happen, and nobody wants to do anything about it. But what are your thoughts overall on what she said? What this overall issue is that's going on with these Black celebrities that seem to be moving over and moving on to MAGA and things of that nature? What are your thoughts?
I think that people like her who are of a social, maybe a certain social economic status. I think that's what appealed. Like, watch.
Oop, did we lose you, Darius? I think we lost you. He might have got a phone call. But we'll wait for Darius to get back. My thing is like at the end of the day, I feel like there's a huge concern and a huge and Michaela said it. She's like, hell, I have friends that are Republican, but they don't believe in Donald Trump. They just don't statistically. They would have good they would have good conversations about it. Yeah, and I have great conversations with my Republican conservative friends, whatever. That's not my issue. You can be Republican, you can do your thing. I mean, we just don't align all the time on how to having policies and having differing opinions on how something should be done is different, because at the end of the day, Republicans, every American should have the same goals, and that's the progression and the interests of America, period. That should be every American's, whether you're on the left, right, middle, whatever. That should be everybody's sole focus when it comes to these political conversations. But at the end of the day, one of the things that separates Republicans from, in my opinion, from MAGA is that, or MAGA from Republicans, is that there's this extremism that happens that happens when it comes to we can say, okay, everybody wants to have better border control. Liberals or Republic or Democrats have or the left have a different idea than what the right should have. But MAGA has this divisive, non-factual based things that keep people oppressed. And that's my issue with things. Like, you can be fiscally responsible or fiscally conservative, fine, that's fine. And we can have the discussions on how to have policies and where to go. But when you start talking about people's oppression, when you start talking about people's civil rights, that's a problem for me. That's where I differ from people like MAGA. When you have this hate speech that keeps coming out of this man's mouth, and him saying whatever the hell he thinks that he wants to say because it's cute or it's fun or it's funny to them, it's not funny to certain marginalized groups. That's my issue with everything. But Darius, you had dropped out. But what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just saying I find a lot of what she said problematic. And I think some of this is probably when you have people of a certain socioeconomic status. A lot of them millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, they tend to appeal to Trump because he's really looking out for rich people. But her as a woman, knowing what this man has done to women's rights in this country, knowing that this man was, even before he was a presidential candidate, was someone who, I mean, this man took out a full page ad in the New York Times to crucify the New York Five.
Yeah.
Even after they were found, even after they were exonerated. This is a man.
Part 5.
Yeah, Central Part 5. This is a man that has been sued for discriminatory practices in housing, real estate. This is a man, even though we don't like her sometimes, that called his aide a dog. What's the black girl? Omarosa called her a dog. This is the man that I ultimately believe is responsible for COVID, because he should have he didn't want to tell us about it until he had to, and then as a result, lots of people got killed, and then he told us to drink bleach. This is the man that is defending people who try to overthrow the government when you have real prisoners, real people over in Gaza who are being, some of whom are American citizens, who are being held as hostages close to a year. He has the nerve and audacity to refer to those people, those insurrectionists, as hostages. And people just rush past that. He's also a convicted felon. And here's the thing now. If a convicted felon can now be president, can run for president of the United States and be president, shouldn't that mean that all felons should be able to vote? Shouldn't that mean that all felons should be able to serve in the military? Shouldn't that mean that felons should be able to qualify for all kinds of jobs now? Because if you're gonna have, if the president can be a felon, should open the door for all felons?
Absolutely. Well, I don't want to give this heifer any more time because we have another conservative that we have to talk about. I don't understand what's going on with Stephen A. Smith. He recently went viral because he was talking about how the slap that was heard across the world with Will Smith and Chris Rock. Will Smith needs to apologize and needs to have a conversation, which he already did apologize, but he needs to have a conversation with the Black community. Let's hear what he has to say before we say anything. Take a look.
Chris Rock will never get over that. Ever. Will Smith apologized. I'm not saying he even has to apologize. I'm saying that while I watch him and Martin Lawrence promoting this movie, and I'm quite sure the reason he hasn't addressed it is because the studios don't want him to, and there's an obligation that you have with them. All fair. I get it. But somewhere along the way, he has to sit down and talk to the Black community. You can see all the white people around Will Smith all you want to. Black folks have loved and revered this man for decades. He was the closest thing to perfection, as his friend Charlie Mack once told me.
Let me finish.
For decades. Everybody makes a mistake. This is not hatred. I love Will Smith still. But you got to have a conversation as to why you did that.
You know what?
Okay, so Stephanie, I don't know. And while you guys are watching, make sure you guys are texting Blaze BLAZE to 833-793-2423 so you can go ahead and get updates and also know when we go live or upload. Stephanie, Will Smith doesn't need to have a conversation with the Black community about why he slapped Chris Rock. We understand. We're good. You need to have a conversation with the Black community why you're such a coup. Why don't you have a conversation about that? Okay, that's what I want to know. That's what you can do. But Darius, what are your thoughts?
One, he act like he was the one that got slapped. I mean, My thing is, Will Smith has apologized. I know there has been
Yes.
some communication with Chris Rock. He don't owe the black community an
No.
explanation for what he did. And let's talk about the other side of this that people want to just keep brushing past. Whatever they may have thought about Will and Jada and their relationship, that's that man's wife.
Yes.
I don't care if you're a comedian or you was just trying to tell a joke. One, let's keep it real. We already knew it was some pressure between Chris Rock and the Smiths. That was public knowledge. It was even before that whole slap happened. There was some pressure. That's that man's wife.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that what he did was right.
Not justifying at all.
But that's that man's wife.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And people need to have more respect, because Chris Rock, if somebody had did to his wife,
yep,
what he did to Will's wife in that moment, I wonder if he would have had the same. Maybe he wouldn't have took the same action, but I wonder if he would have been enraged or upset. But my thing is Will Smith supposed to apologize for the rest of his life? Is he supposed to? I mean, how many times he got to apologize? He apologized to the person whom the offense was made against.
Right, and that's all that really needs to happen. There seems to be this concerted effort that like Will Smith has to apologize 4 billion times in 4 different types of ways and give his the blood of his firstborn and like create a fucking sacrifice. Like it's like, listen, dude. At the end of the day, the man apologized. Whether you liked it or took it or not, like that's on you. You continuing on and nobody was talking about this, Stephanie.
Nobody's even talking about it anymore.
Nobody was talking about it, and you came out of nowhere, keeping this going. Who paid you? Who paid you? That's what I want to know, because somebody like this situation for me, it's like, bruh, you're having a conversation about something that nobody's talking about anymore. Number one, nobody cares about anymore. Number one. Or number 2. And number 3, if they do care, it's not that damn deep for you to just bring it out of nowhere because he's doing a movie commercial. Like, you just wanted to come out of nowhere and try to be relevant and bring yourself into the black community. We saw what kind of coonery you've been doing, and now you want to talk about he needs to bring himself to the black community and have a conversation and explain? No. That doesn't make sense. Nobody's justifying what he did. Two things can exist at the same time.
You know what I hate? They want this man to pay some kind of penance for the rest of his life. This man is successful. He's moved on. He's doing stuff, and the only reason they're talking is because they see this movie came out and they want to. And it's like you say you love Will Smith, but you the one out here leading the charge. Like, baby, if that's love, you can keep that.
Right. With friends like you, girl, who needs enemies? For real. What is your malfunction? Anyway, we got a question for the people. I don't know if this is like, do you think this is a good idea or this is a good whatever? So there's this restaurant called Bliss, it's called Bliss. And so they have an age policy now. So like from I think Tuesday to whatever days or whatever, you have to be if you're a woman, you have to be 30, I think it is, 30 and over. And if you're a man, you have to be 35 and older. And they're keeping out younger crowds because they're saying that they bring a lot of drama and mess and stuff like that. So you have to be a certain age in order for you to dine at this facility. Take a look.
A new restaurant in North St. Louis County is blowing up on social media. Lots of people have plenty to say about the age restrictions at Bliss in Florissant. Today, 5 on Your Side's Robert Townsend talked to the owner and customers.
Kelly, the restaurant owner, tells me he wanted a business where people 30 years old and older can go, enjoy, and have a peaceful time. And with that, he says, come age limits.
What's up with the brothers? Y'all good?
Welcome to Bliss. 2 weeks ago, 36-year-old Marvin Payton and his wife opened their new upscale restaurant near West Florissant and New Halls Ferry Road in North St. Louis County.
It represents pure happiness and pure utopia. It's a home away from home. You could come here and feel like that you were actually on a resort.
Delicious. Jamaican style.
The restaurant's popular West African Caribbean cuisine,
lamb chops ready,
isn't the only hot topic simmering on social media.
So, so this is the owner, and so a lot of people are saying that this is like not cool, this is not fair, that he's blocking out a certain demographic. Other people are saying this is a great opportunity for them to go to a space without having to worry about a younger crowd. And so, like, this is a question, like, but this is his response to the backlash. Take a look.
Can't stop chattering about the age restrictions at Bliss. Women must be at least 30 years old and men 35 to enter the business.
It's just something for the older people to come do and have a happy hour, come get some good food, and not have to worry about some of the young folks that bring some of that drama.
And of course, we have been getting a little backlash, but that's okay because we're sticking to our code.
Everyone who enters the restaurant will have to show their ID to a hostess or a St. Louis County police officer after 7 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday.
He has a policy that suits the clientele that he's trying to draw in. I think he's on the right track.
Those are younger ones, you can come patronize the business once you turn 30 or 35, because we're going to be here for a while.
Pay test in 2 weeks.
What are your thoughts on this, Darius?
I mean, let's be honest. You know, sometimes you don't want to party with certain demographics because sometimes they do bring drama and other foolishness. And bottom line, it's that man's business. If you don't like it, just don't patronize them. Go somewhere else.
Yeah. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Like, I'm getting a mixed.
Now, there is a counter side of that. There is a counter argument that sometimes even your older crowds can bring drama too. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in that particular area, maybe there's a consensus of some sort that it's the younger crowd. But I mean, bottom line, I go to certain places where there's an age limit to get in. There's a 25-year-old age limit to get in. So I mean, it's their business. If you don't, if you're old enough, you either choose to patronize it or you don't. If you're not old enough, you just don't go until you're old enough to go.
Right. Hey, what's up, boo? How you doing, Queen? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing of how people have clubs and you have to be 21 and older to get in, and then people who are under, like, there's I think some clubs. I know there was a club in Seattle. I think it was called Neighbors. That had like a between 18 to 21 nights or whatever, and so or it was a certain time that you can come in where it was 18 to 21. But like, I don't know. I prefer having those things because I feel like it's just a space for you to just kind of mingle with your own generation or your own demographic. And I get that. Like, you know, I tend to go to establishments that are have those age limits because I just feel more comfortable there. But I do understand why certain people, like, for example, Michaela, would get annoyed by that because it's like, you know, you're judging and you're saying that there's a one particular demographic is a problem when there could be problems in all types of demographics. So I get it. You know, but yeah, I don't know. For me, I like those spots. So I don't know. She said I'm sick of the youngin. Sean says I like the 30 and up spots. Yes, same. Doc Lowe says sick of these young, you know, you're bad.
Sometimes I go to certain places, I don't want to be in there with a jit in their 20s.
Yeah. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's like I think that, like, it gets like I'm sure there's gonna be times where, like, there's spaces where you want to only be in spaces where it's like 20 and 28 or in somebody in their 20s, and I think that that's okay too. I know when I was going to clubs, there were certain places and certain times and days where you would see only younger crowds there because, you know, that's what you wanted. That was the night that was going on. But I don't know. There's no question for y'all. Just to pose to the people. Go ahead and hit us up in the comments if you're watching on the replay and let us know your thoughts. All right, y'all. This was insane. This situation was insane. I heard this over the weekend. That was going on. So this man went ahead and was, I don't know what the hell his problem was. I don't know why he was doing this, what his reasoning was behind it. You know, I don't know. And they want to do the lawnmower and all that stuff right now. I don't know what his problem was, but at the end of the day, this was sick. So this man was walking down the street just shooting at cars, just powering at cars, just randomly, just There's still no motive. They still don't know what the reason was behind it. They don't know if he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They don't know what was going on. He just was pow. Take a look at what's going on here.
Lieutenant, a man in San Jacinto allegedly opens fire on multiple cars near West 7th Street and South San Jacinto Street. 42-year-old Victor Hugo Leon was killed. He's a father of 3. Another person was injured. The suspect, 39-year-old Julio Cesar Rodarte, has been booked on suspicion of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder.
So that's what was happening with this dude. Like, I don't know what. There are some demonic people in this world. There really is, and I don't see a rhyme or reason to justify what he did, why he did it. I don't really care. What his. I just want him under the jail. Is this allegedly? No, this actually happened. Now we don't know the motive, so we can speculate and not be allegedly. But he actually was just. He got picked up and caught. Even though old girl acts up too, but you kind of know what. You're talking about. It's sickening. Any minute now, Lord. Like, listen. Any minute you can come to take back the land. That's what I'm saying. Just take back the land. Let's go back to the promised land. I'm over it. Crack the sky. Any thoughts on this, Darius, before we move on?
I mean, you just, unfortunately, all this stuff is just happening. Everybody, you have to be careful even when you step out your door.
Yeah.
I hate that somebody just randomly does crazy shit like this. And then I just know sometimes, even by the crime, I could tell which race it was sometimes.
That's another conversation. No, the news reporter said allegedly. Well, they have to take us until he's booked. So this was actually, he was booked. Blow the trumpet. Yeah, they have to say allegedly.
They didn't kill him?
No. He was apprehended. Yep. We're gonna leave it at that, brother Darius. We'll leave it at that. The ratchet just needs that. Just kind.
Would have been what it was. His ass would have been dead.
Listen, it's been done for less. Anyway, I'm gonna move quickly through this because I really don't care. But Jeezy, apparently, y'all remember Jenny Mai? They are getting a divorce, whatever. And Jenny Mai had stated after Cassie, the situation with Cassie and Diddy, the video coming out, Jenny Mai, or the allegations rather, not the video. I don't think it was the video that did it, but she had came out and said that Jeezy was abusive to her, even though he set up the. Or started to divorce out in the proceedings, and none of this was brought up when the divorce proceedings first happened. As a matter of fact, she still wanted him, but allegedly she's saying that he did that. Now, the ex-girlfriend of Young Jeezy is saying that no, girl, that did not happen to her. She came out to defend him. So Jeezy, born Jay Jenkins, is being defended by his ex-girlfriend and child's mother, Mahai, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing her name, after his estranged wife, Jenny Mai, alleged abuse amid the divorce. So, yeah. So, I'm not going to steep on this. We've talked to you guys about this before. Stay away from the snow bunnies. Stay away from the adopted snow bunnies. Stay away from snow bunny adjacents.
Well, I think it's a deeper issue than just that with some of these men. Just because you're a celebrity or because you have money doesn't mean that you're whole.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're finding out with a lot of these celebrities is that they're actually very broken.
Mm-hmm.
So before you get with a person just because of their status or their fame, you need to really be sure, find out who you with before you get with them.
Yeah. And that takes time. You need to really take time and vet that out and vet out your relationship and find out if that's something that you guys want to even go into. So I don't know. I think people, they get the feelings and it's fine. Feelings are amazing. You can have an instant connection with someone, but I think getting to know them and really finding out if the solid, are they going to be your ride or die? Because I'm not gonna marry anybody and they're not going to be my ride or die. It's just not going to happen, and you can't find that out until that happens. But Sean says her ex said she was a lot to deal with. Well, listen. That's here or there. Good luck. Jeezy, I pray that you realize what has happened with this woman, and that you get out of this scot-free when it comes to the allegations, because that's really messed up. And I hope you sue her for defamation if she is lying. If she is not lying, then shame on you. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go crack open those Diddy files and get to the last stories of the day. Y'all know we've been doing Diddy files, and we've been kind of having this whole segment to itself, because Diddy, who used to run the city, is going down. Like, it is horrible. So, and what I mean by that is he received an honorary doctorate from Harvard, and Harvard is now revoking this from this is a mess. Harvard is revoking, excuse me, his thing here. Let me read it. It says the Howard University Board of Trustees voted. Let me see if I can see it. No, I can't see it here. Voted to unanimously today to accept the return by Mr. Sean Combs of the honorary degree conferred upon him in 2014. This acceptance revokes all honors and privileges associated with the degree. Accordingly, the board has directed that his name be removed from all documents listing honorary degree recipients of Howard University. Oh, sorry, I said Harvard. It's Howard University. My apologies. Howard University and HBCU. So yes. This is all coming after the video being released from with Cassie being abused in the hallway of that hotel that they were at. So what are your thoughts on this so far?
I mean, nobody at this point, he's canceled. Nobody wants to be associated with him in any form or fashion. Not only are they taking the doctorate back, but I think they're also giving him back the $1 million he donated.
Yes, actually, yes, that is correct.
So that lets you know, baby, all money ain't good money.
Honey, and they were real serious about that. Listen, I would have kept the. It's what you donated, girl. But they're real serious about that. That's it. And you might need it, sir. You might need the $1 million at this point. You need to add it, baby. You're gonna need it, honey. They probably did you a favor.
They being magnanimous, baby, because I want to get your bag shut.
Hello. That's really, really sweet of them. But yeah,
I gotta knock at the door. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, but after that, this is all, like I said, this is all coming from the situation. He's like, you never give back money. That was you never give back. Well, listen, I'm giving back money that people are giving before. It's just because I just don't want to deal with their energy. So, like, I mean, I get that. But $1 million, that would have been mine. But you may need it, Diddy. I get that. But this is also coming from after all of this. What is his name? The Ken Porter's father spoke out regarding everything that was going on with Diddy. Here it is. Ken Porter's dad. It's been weeks since the release of the horrific surveillance camera or video showing Diddy assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Still, people are talking about the heartbreaking moments. But in a recent interview with Rolling Stone, Jake Porter, the father of the late Kim Porter, expressed his shock and disgust over the video that captured Diddy beating Cassie in a hotel hallway in 2016. Mr. Porter not only opened up about his concerns for his daughter's well-being during her time with the 54-year-old music mogul, but he shared just how he feels about his daughter's ex. Quote, "You can say I was disgusted with the video and I wouldn't treat my enemy like that." Yeah, I wouldn't treat my enemy like that, Porter told Rolling Stones. Quote, "It was despicable. I couldn't believe it. I was in Vietnam and I wouldn't do that to my enemy." He went on to say that he never saw Diddy assault Kim, who was in a relationship with Puff from 1994 to 2007. Quote, "I didn't know he could stoop that low," Porter added. Quote, "I imagine it surprised a lot of people. I wouldn't even do a dog like that. My heart goes out to Cassie." This begs the question of what's going on with Kim? What happened to Kim? And I think that we should reopen the conversation on that. What happened with Kim? Because there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of conversation surrounding Kim Porter and her unaliving and her transition. There's been a lot of conversation on that. Dr. Holt said, "Listen, Bill Cosby gave my money, gave my school money. We didn't give that return that." I know that's right. That's a different story. That's a different conversation. But yeah, I don't know. I think that we should reopen the conversation on that because things are getting weird. It feels like there's more and more conversation and more things popping up since the whole situation, since the video, especially with Cassie. And people are still, some people are still trying to like either defend what they said before when they were bashing Cassie, and or they were trying to kind of get into a space of like backtrack and backpedal instead of just owning whatever needs to be happened. So my question is, what do you guys think is happening with Kim Porter? Do we need to have a conversation regarding what happened to Kim Porter? Do we need to reopen that? Do we need to, investigate that a little more? I don't know, but there's a lot going on with Diddy. He no longer runs the city, and I just think that this is just not a good situation for him. And he's having a bad month.
I think he got really in a sense. He need to go hide on the island over there with Russell.
Yeah,
because they coming for him. They finna get ready to charge him.
It's bad. It's bad. And like, you need to find a country with no extradition laws or whatever, and get out of Dodge. Take as much as you can in your purse and get on out of Dodge, honey. Get on out of Dodge. It would behoove you to get on out of Dodge. All right, y'all. That is going to do it for Pyro Power on today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, go ahead and hit me and Darius up with some cash apps right there. Kwame C86 and DLight08. If you watch it on the replay, you can also donate as well, or you can also donate to the platform at Pyro Media. That's $ Pyro Media, also on Cash App. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Darius, thank you so much. Love you. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, look at him. He's already getting ready for his missionary meetings. Look at him. I see it. He gets a little glow when he's about to meet up with Trade.
Who, me?
Who, me? But also, shout out to Darius and King Jives, and also everybody that's working over there at St. Pete's. I saw the commercials. I'm so proud of you guys. Shout out to you guys for all that you do for the community. Darius is a huge activist and advocate for the community. So thank you for what you do in Florida and all that you do, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
And stay on for a second after we get off. I need to tell you something.
Okay. All right. All right. No problem. All right, y'all. We love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I wish I could come. I'm coming next year. All right. Come through. I'm gonna have to come through next year. We may have to book a flight. We'll have to do a Pyro Hour on location at St. Pete's. We'll have to check that out. But anyway, we'll let you know. All right, y'all. We love you guys. We hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. A wonderful, wonderful week. We'll keep you posted on what's going on with Mona. But until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and stay in peace. See you guys. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.